Hello. So oops. I need to grind up some more monkey money because I have spent quite a lot, well, investing in maintaining my sanity during contested territories. And I need money to continue. I know I have 5,000, but I could go through that pretty quickly if I have to take a tough tile, which I plan to. So let's go take something. And I was thinking about doing this sunken columns, double HP Moabs, and showing off at the same time my Sauda plus Magic Monkey strat, because that will actually work on this map, even though it is an advanced map that is multi-path and it's not immediately apparent that it should actually work. But it does, so let's give it a try. So although this is double HP Moabs, I'm going to treat it as if it was just Magic Monkeys only. Maybe with the possible exception of placing down this free glue gunner so it doesn't annoy me that it's free, but yeah, let's do that. So I'll place the free glue gunner and never put a point of upgrades into it. And other than this guy, this is Magic Monkeys only. So now we can just scroll down here and look at these monkeys only, because they're the only ones we care about. And we'll give it a start. I want to make sure auto start is on, because I tend to turn it off for boss fights and such in contested territory. So the first thing we want to do is get money. And if we just look at these guys, how do we get money? The first option is, of course, Jungle's Bounty, but the price is ridiculous. And we're going to need help to get there. So the second option, and the one that people don't really think about all that much, myself included, is lead to gold and rubber to gold. These actually, even though they don't show how much money they do make a difference. They do make quite a bit of money. And if you can put the alchemist in a spot where he can hit both tracks, which you can see this column is barely wide enough that he can do that. If it was any wider, he couldn't. But right here, he can hit anything. So, I want to put him on strong. The way rubber to gold works is that popping one of the affected balloons earns, I don't remember how much more money, I think it's like 150% cash or something like that. But the point is that the stronger balloons, at least up until we get Moabs, are going to be worth more money, so the rubber to gold that has a fixed fire rate will have more effect on those. This also is great because it means when we get lead to gold, which you'll notice is our lead popping power for now, because Sauda, lead to gold is going to want to hit the strong balloons, the leads, until we get to the point where lead isn't the strong targeting priority, which takes a good while. And by that time, we won't really be in as bad a shape for lead popping, so that's basically the theory. So the first thing that we're going to rush is rubber to gold. We're just leveraging Sauda's ability to solo everything right now. Like, the glue gunner is here. He's honestly missing a disturbing amount of shots, but good for you, buddy. Yeah, as for how this map works, so the balloons travel, it's symmetrical. So the balloons, let me get this. Okay, if I remember how this map works, we're going to get rubber to gold on round 27, and the first lead appears on round 28. So there's no reason I have to do this early. But I do want to rush rubber to gold so it can start making money early. So the way this map works, it's symmetrical along this line in the middle. It has two paths. So a balloon spawns over here, goes that way, comes over here, down, over here, and then exits there. And the same for the other path. So the only reason that this strategy works, even though it's a two-lane map, is that they both cross over right there. And you can see we're leaking a couple of balloons, actually, but probably could have used Leaping Sword to kill some of those, but it's fine. I have road spikes because I invested powers in monkey money, and anyway, that was like 10 lives, so who cares? Rubber to gold is coming up really soon. There we go. And I want to get larger potions so it hits more balloons. And from now on, we get to hear that annoying noise, which is the sound of rubber to gold. You can see, come on. You can do it. There. Those, you can, I don't know how well you can see it on yellows, but, okay. Now, lead to gold things. Boop. For the record, a lead pop normally is worth like 20 bucks, so this is actually a lot of money. Lead to gold. He's great on Dread Balloon, because Dread Balloon spots lots of leads. So if you see, sometimes there's the balloons that have that little golden outline around them. Those are the ones that rubber to gold is affected, and popping them gives money. And now I need to move a little bit faster, because we're going to start losing soon. So the next thing to do is a middle path druid. I love middle path druids. So one druid of the jungle, we're going to put him on first, and we're not going to cross path him yet. We do want him to have hard thorns, but we want that when we go all the way with this guy, so that he can pop leads when he's the spirit of the forest. Right now, if I give him hard thorns, he's going to be killing lead balloons and giving us 20 bucks instead of this guy's 50. So I want to not give this guy the ability to do that in favor of allowing rubber to gold to do that. That's the same reason I'm not buying acidic mixture dip, even though it would give Sauda lead popping power, is I don't want her stealing lead pops, because lead pops are money. Anyway, I'm going to put down a ninja. He's going to go on the right side of this platform. This matters on this map and this map alone, pretty much. Because you'll notice, let me get a sniper. I'm not going to put him down, but let me just hover a sniper so you can see the line of sight is blocked by the edges of these columns. Not the ones out here, but these two in the center can't see very much. So I want to put him over here, because there's water here, you can remove it for money. But I'm going to put a wizard here, even though the wizard can't see anything. And you're going to see what I do with that. But anyway, this ninja has two jobs. Number one, attack camo. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, but the druid cannot attack camo. We are going to need more camo eventually, because Sauda can't handle everything. So this, we're going to go for. The other purpose is Sticky Bomb, because the other problem we have right now are Moabs. And Sticky Bomb can kill those. And you'll notice I put this guy on camo prioritization, because again, we need to make sure he's killing camos. Those are his two jobs. I don't care about balloons. This guy and Sauda can clean up balloons. Sauda can also attack camos, but I can't camo prio Samo. Oh, did I just call her Samo? I can't camo prio Sauda. Ryan, that's how words work. Anyway. It's okay. This guy, Sticky Bomb. And now I'm gonna rush Jungle's Bounty, so we can start getting money back from this guy. Sticky Bomb will kill the Moab. He can throw it most places. I think the Moab spawns on the wrong side, but that's alright. Druid has plenty of time to clean it up. And this guy's gonna handle most of the Moabs for a good while, so we're fine. He's gonna handle them long enough that Sauda can handle the rest, because when Sauda gets some level, she can start handling Moabs. If we... Like, she'll start handling Moabs when she's over here. Which, I mean, she's level 8. One of the mechanics is on an advanced map. The harder the map is, the faster the hero's level, if that makes sense. So, on an advanced map, right now she's level 8. I'm gonna point out a specific round, which is... Well, okay. On a beginner map, I remember she gets level 10, which is her sword charge. On round... Eek, I am so late. I'm gonna put a tech bot down so I don't forget to use this ability while I talk. Even though that costs a little bit of monkey money, I'm making a video. So, on an easy map, she'll hit level 10 on round 60, because I usually use that to clean up the insides of the DFB. And We'll see when she levels, but an important point that's coming up is round 51, which is where I remember that we will die to camos. On an easy map, at least. Or at least on certain easy maps where she doesn't have great placement. So here, though, she might have pretty good placement to take care of it, and she's gonna be level 9 or maybe level 10. But I want to show, because I will do a follow-up video to this where I use this strategy for chimps on an easy map. And I want to highlight round 51s because I've died to that round on chimps before on this with this strategy. So you can see what the difference in level is. But right now we're not doing anything else. We're saving up for Spirit of the Forest right now, is the goal. So around 51, feel free to bookmark this for later. You can see these camo ceramics would give us trouble on an easy map, but they're not now. Sauda is, what is this, about 2/3 of the way through level 9? Maybe, I think 3/4 would be about here, so. Yeah, just remember this. Level 9, about 2/3 of the way, and we'll compare that to an easy map when I do the other video. Because clearly we don't actually need to care about these camos. If this was an easier map, I would do one of two things. First of all is double shot with counter espionage, which is a very viable idea. And the second one is shimmer. I haven't done the math, or I don't remember the math on which one is cheaper, but shimmer provides better decamo, double shot provides better damage. And obviously double shot, you'd want to put it on a straight line and focus it on like last camo prio just to try and decamo, so it wouldn't be great here. But the idea is basically just to remove as much camo as possible to move pressure from Sauda onto the Druid. Because if Sauda was weaker, she wouldn't be able to handle camo ceramics like that. But she can here. An interesting idea if you're not doing this magic only is to do cleansing foam. If you're on a one-track map or something like that, you can put down cleansing foam at a good spot and cleansing foam will handle camo fine. So that's a good idea for chimps. The point in chimps is there's a money limit, and this strategy will really struggle at round 63 unless I can afford Spirit of the Forest before then. And I might need to use an ability here. No, we're good. So the concept is that getting double shot counter espionage is exactly enough in chimps that I can get Spirit of the Forest in the middle of round 63. I'm going to need an ability here to avoid leaking. Let's just do that. See, on an easy map, I don't even have Sword Charge. But okay, now we're about to get Spirit of the Forest, so things are about to get a lot easier. A lot easier. There we go. So you'll notice I placed the Druid way over here, and it doesn't seem like a particularly useful place, and maybe it's not the best place, because we're popping lots of balloons up here, but now he's an exit guard. Because if you don't know, Spirit of the Forest works by making areas of the track nearer to him do more damage. So where he is right here is the second spot all balloons have to go to. So now he's basically cleanup insurance. And I don't think that's necessary, but I can't place him where Sauda is. So this is the second best spot, even if it means balloons are going to get really far. And the next thing we're going to do, I cross-pathed him now that he's going to take over money-making duties from the Alchemist, and we got the money to get our main thing. So now we have money, so I'm going to put down my Wizard at this very tip, maybe a little bit over from it, like here. Right now, he is incapable of hitting anything. But Guided Magic says even behind cover. And if we get that, you notice it turns blue. And if we get a balloon... Okay, or if we just get Monkey Sense so he can hit camos, which we want to do anyway. Don't worry, I'm not just doing that for the video. So You'll notice he can now actually shoot because Guided Magic lets him shoot through this wall, which is really cool. Anyway, this guy is going top path. Sorry if you heard that. That was me getting an email. I don't know what it is, but top path wizard is really good at dealing with blimps. Spirit of the Forest is really good at dealing with balloons. So the two of these together are actually a very powerful combo if you can get to Archmage and Spirit of the Forest, which we can. We don't really need it right now because we're only going to round 80. I think we do need something, but we could just go for Monkey, for Master Bomber. I just like Archmage because he's cool. Sumi. We don't really need the decamo anymore, even though Archmage does actually get... One of his gimmicks is he gets both Dragon's Breath and Shimmer, the tier 3s from the two paths that he isn't. So, Dragon's Breath is actually a really good upgrade, and Shimmer, it means that he can decamo and therefore attack camo even if you don't give him camo. The reason you give him camo detection is range. But that's not really necessary because the thorns, even if this guy can't put out vines or attack, the thorns on the track do see camo. So he doesn't really need the camo support anymore, but it's nice to have, I guess. The big deal is round 90, where we get DDTs and above, because Archmage is a really good DDT killer, and DDTs would be hard to kill otherwise. Again, maybe we could get Master Bomber and be okay, but depends on the map sometimes. Because the thing about Sticky Bomb is there's a delay between when he attacks the blimp and when it pops, or when it takes damage, so he really... If we rely on him popping blimps by the time they get here, it's going to be too late. This guy has a much bigger attack, not a bigger attack radius, but he can DPS blimps a lot better, instead of bursting them down. So the idea then becomes that Archmage DPS's DDTs down, Spirit of the Forest pops their shit, Sauda is basically just helping now or providing emergency buttons. And if we went to Chimps, we would get to the BAD, and I think we would be able to afford Master Bomber there, I'm not sure. But having the DPS from Archmage to be able to kill the BAD would be a massive, massive boon. So anyway, we now have all our shit. We're not going to be able to afford Master Bomber as much as we want to, so the next thing to do is buffs. And the buff that I want is to give the Archmage a Stronger Stimulant. And the way you cross path Stronger Stimulant is the middle path is better if you're doing, I think, 2 or less towers, so 1 or 2 towers. The bottom path is better for buffing more than that. Basically, the middle path makes the potions last longer. The bottom path means he can potion more towers. So I want to give him middle path because he's only going on the Archmage. And this guy is going to go... I tried to put him kind of near Sauda, but he doesn't really matter, I'll be honest. I think he's in a good spot, though. Once he's buffing this glue gunner. Hello? Who are you buffing? Where are my buffs? Hello? Do your job. Okay, I guess he's buffing that guy. Why is this guy not doing anything besides acidic mixture dip? I would like to know. Anyway, Stronger Stimulant. Alright. There you go. He is trying to prioritize Sauda. And I guess, I don't think it really does very much, because most of Spirit of the Forest's damage are his ground vines, but fuck it. I don't have anything else to do with this money. At this point, we've basically won. I'm screwing around. So, yeah. This is basically the summary of the strategy. We went for Rubber to Gold to farm, Sticky Bomb, and Druid of the Jungle to pop down Moabs. Rushed for Spirit of the Forest. Then got Archmage down, and basically we won. And if we were going further to Chimps, we'll do a slightly different starting idea because Rubber to Gold doesn't work in Chimps, and we'll be trying to go for Master Bomber right now, probably. Which we would get if you look at the money. But anyway, that was our game. So if we want to look at the pop counts, I guess Rubber to Gold has not done very much. I really wish that it would show the amount of money. Like, if we click on Spirit of the Forest, who definitely did most of the work. If you look at 242,000 pops is kind of monstrous. 31,000 money, though, is how much we earned with him over the course of the game. Which is a lot, if you consider this tower cost like 42,000 or something like that, 43,000. Like, he very nearly made us profit just by existing. Well, by existing and putting a tech bot on him so I don't have to remember to press the button. Sticky Bomb did 31,000 damage, but he did his job of popping Moabs early. Glue Gunner did nothing. I mean, he slowed down a couple balloons, but yeah. The buffs actually did take a couple pops. This guy didn't because the balloons didn't get there. Sauda got 55,000, which is not too shabby. And of course, the Archmage we got late got the second most pops because I invested the most money in him. He is actually our most expensive tower. But anyway, that's the end for this video, so stay tuned for Chimps. Or actually, by the time you see this, it'll probably also be released. So go watch the Chimps video if you want that. See ya.